when it is not yet your time, nobody can kill you. If you see, there were 3 different occasions that Diya was to be killed, that was already there in court. And through miraculous means beyond human thinking, he escaped. Look at what happened on December 13, 1996. The coup, the plane was ready. They were going to, this is chief of principal staff officer, Onoja. They were known as Onoja. They were going to bury his mother in Makurdi. And they were going to play the plane. Everything was ready. And when he wants to move, 30 minutes before he leaves his house, all the vehicles will have been this rain and the rest of the clearing road. As he was coming down from official residence, his bedroom was upstairs. He was coming down. He had stomach ache. And because of that stomach ache, he went to toilet. And because he had having left the toilet, he felt he should wait a bit. Maybe that thing can come back again. That it will not be nice for him to get to Makurdi. The first thing he asked for was a toilet. That he should wait. And that was why he waited for 30 minutes. And that was what saved him. Because they had programmed the bomb to explode. And because he had not boarded the plane, the officer that was supposed, the soldiers that were to carry the bomb along with him, those soldiers did not know what they were carrying. It was just all the instruction. Take this portfolio and follow him to the something, and they were going to be allowed in. And that was how the thing exploded on ground. That was how it was saved. On the second occasion, they have passed the sentence, death sentence. It was the then GOC of they were in Jos. The then GOC was one Major General Peter Shah. They were in Jos and they sent the people from Abuja to come and execute them. They come in the middle of the night, dressed in black, and these people were lost unto themselves. They do things anyhow. They just came and went to the barrack and said, release these people for us, we are going to execute them. It was then that a colonel intervened, because these are junior officers. Intervened at the gate. They were already at the gate. He said, where's your order? Where is the signal that these people should be executed? They didn't bring any signal. They just came under verbal instruction from Abuja. It was then that colonel called Peter Shah that, look, if the people should be executed and you don't have the order, then you are liable, sir. Under that something, Abacha said, okay, sir, okay. What I will now do, I will call Abacha to verify whether indeed the order is from him. I called Abacha. Abacha had a bad habit of not picking anybody's phone. He did not pick phone. He called throughout the night. At that point, they had to be returned back to the prison. He now said he will go back to Abuja to see Abacha, and that after seeing Abacha, he will confirm if it is true. We will ask them to. So the following morning, he left for Abuja. He was in Abuja for 3 days. Could not see Abacha. After 3 days, those people waiting just became dissatisfied. They came back to Abuja. You know, these are people that enjoy themselves. By the time they came to Abuja, he now saw Abacha. Abacha now confirmed to him that he was the one who authorized the execution. He now gave on phone to Abuja, to Jos, that they should release them to be executed. Those people have left. They have arrived in Abuja. They said, no, they are tired. That is the only weekend that will go back to go and do the execution. That was when Abacha died. When Abacha now died, those officers again, those Kaba, the Babais of this world, organized that Diya group and should be moved to Kano. He was taken to Kano with others, with view of going to execute them in Kano, because just for them was no longer safe. They were going to execute them in Kano. When they got to Kano,
without the knowledge of Abdul Salam,
Abdul Salam did not know anything. When they got to Kano, now that's why I'm saying there are mysteries about life that you cannot explain. When they got to Kano, they now wanted to execute them. Another major now stood up and cocked his gun that he was going to fire them. That where is the order for the execution? That the president that gave that order was already dead. That the new president has to reconfirm the order. It was that major that stood his ground. And again, they had no church now but to inform Abubakar Abacha now ordered that they should be returned back to Jos, and from Jos he now freed them. You can see hand of God, that it was beyond man.
Is that why you said destiny anchored on faith as the title of this book?
Yes, that's part of it. You know, his mother had so much influence on him. His mother insisted that he must never partake in juju. But that, you know, throughout the coup, the mother was always saying his child was coming back home. Even when Diya was sentenced to death, he must say, no, it was not my son that was sentenced. That he was come to bury me. And it happened, though, he came back home.
He came back.
He came back and buried the mother. I was part of those who buried the mother. He came back and in fact lived for many years before the mother later died.